All right, let's get back to the training. So I tell everybody the main important thing is making contact, making a friend, and sounding confident. Because the worst thing is to be that person on the phone that sounds like a robot and is not confident. So I ask you guys just to call and have fun with it. When you call, the script is so simple. You're just going to call and say, hey, this is Glenn from One Dream Consultants. I was just calling to see if you got that email. They're going to be like, what email? And I'll be like, the email that we sent you. By the way, we do the credit repair thing. So, we send out a lot of emails, but we help people fix their credit and remove items off their credit report. Kind of in a nutshell. You don't have to say it like that, but I always tell everybody, hey, we do the credit repair thing. You might have saw us on TikTok. You might have saw us on Instagram, but we help a lot of people. Does that interest you? And I don't want to talk too long. I just want to talk for a little bit just to open the doors, because the worst thing is to overtalk somebody when you're barely trying to get your foot in the door. And all we want to do right now at the very beginning is just set an appointment. So for you appointment setters, the main goal is just set quick appointments, okay? So let's start over. What you're going to do is you're going to call and say, hey, this is Glenn from One Dream Consultants. I was just calling to see if you got our email. And they're either going to say yes or no. So if they say, yes, I did get your email, say, awesome. I was just calling to see if we could set a time where I could get you in touch with one of our credit consultants. And you stop right there and you let them answer, because they might already want to talk to somebody. Yes, I do. Okay, fine, good. We'll set an appointment. What time is best for you? When you set an appointment, they call this, you see this little funnel? You got to give them two options to funnel them down. So as a good appointment setter, you want to control the conversation. So you want to say, hey, you know what? Let me see what I got available. How does Monday between 1 and 4 p.m. sound? You're going to close the gap. You're going to give them two options, 1 and between 4, and they're going to pick some time. All right? They're going to pick the time in the middle. And if they don't, you can almost set a time. How does 3:30 sound? And assume the close that they're gonna do it, and then they're gonna say, okay, 3:30 is good. So we're gonna set you down for 3:30. But that's basically just kind of the technique that we use. You always give them two options, either option 1 and number 2. And we always do it from our business hours. We open at 1 and we close at 6. So how about anywhere between 1 and 6 on Tuesday? How does that sound? And then you just let them decide. If they can't decide, say, hey, how about this? How about between 1 and 2? How about 2:30 on Monday? How does that sound? That sounds good. And you get their info and you set a time. And that's basically kind of what we do, how to do it. But let's go back over the call. So if somebody answers the call and says, no, I didn't get your email, this is what I tell everybody. Oh, okay, no worries. It might have went to spam. We send out a lot of emails. But we do the credit repair thing, and we help a lot of people fix their credit report and boost their credit score. Does that interest you? And you want to cut it off right there, because you don't want to talk too long. You want to spark their interest. If it interests them, they're going to say, it does. And if it does interest you, hey, can we set an appointment and I'll get you in touch with the specialist that could see how they could help you. Boom, set a time, pick between 1 and 5 p.m. Ask them, during the week. We don't want to put it off 2 weeks, 3 weeks. No, we want appointments starting now, this week. If it's Tuesday, let's set it for Wednesday. If it's Monday, let's set it for Tuesday, and so on. We don't want to set an appointment 2 weeks in advance. Nah. And if they want to put it off, say, you know what? Nah, that's too far. And be honest with them. I understand. When you're ready, give us a call, because we don't want to look desperate. And when you look desperate, that's when people, think there's no value in your service. So, okay, next week is fine, but anything past 2 weeks, I don't want an appointment 2-3 weeks ahead. That's just to telling you to, waste your time. And we're not here to waste time. Sir, 2 weeks is too far out. So if you want to do it in a week, hey, we're open to a week. And be honest, because that shows people there's value in your system, your product, and your services. But let's recap. We're going to call. You're going to call. And you're going to ask them, hey, this is Glenn from One Dream Consultants. I was just calling to see if you got my email. They're going to stay quiet. Yes, I did. Okay, awesome. I was just following up to see if we could set a time and I could get you in touch with a specialist to see how they could help you boost your credit score or help get items off your credit report. Does that interest you? Yes, it does. Okay, awesome. Can we pick a time between, how does Tuesday sound between 1 and 5 p.m.? Stay quiet, let them answer. 4 o'clock sounds good on Tuesday. Awesome. Let me just confirm it and then you'll just set the normal appointment like you normally do. You got to get the information. You got to get their name, their phone number, and their email, and the date. We already have that information, but by you getting that, it just helps. It helps, tie it all together because that person feels confident. You know their name, you got their info, and you're gonna set it up with them. And also, you just tell them, hey, just in case, do you have any questions that I could put in the notes that maybe my consultant or my specialist could go over and address before they even have that consultation? So this is part of the training. I just want to go into it in a little, to help you feel comfortable. It's so simple. You just got to call somebody, and that's it. The people you're calling have already opted in. We're not going through no random calls. We're not getting on a phone book and just calling people. We're calling people that need our help and our services. And we've helped a lot of people, and that's a good thing. We're here to help. So I tell people all the time, our service is very valuable. And if people don't want it, it's okay. I understand. You don't got to want it, but you might need it. And there's a lot of difference. If in life, I don't want help, but I might need it. I might be carrying something heavy and I want to look strong and tough, but in reality, I need some help. And same with sometimes people's credit. They need some help and they need to rebuild and they don't know how, but we're here to help. We've helped a lot of people. And this is what you'll be doing. You're going to call people and you're going to feel confident and you're going to speak with confidence, but you're not going to speak too long because whenever you sound like you're just ranting, to me, I'm on the phone. I'm going to give you a couple seconds because I want to see what the call's about. But if you don't sound confident and you don't sound like you know what you're doing, I'm hanging up. And that's the same with the clients. They don't care who it is, but you got to sound like you got some confidence and you're here to help and you're not a scammer. There's a lot of scammers out there and we're not scammers. We help people and we provide a service. And that's all it is. People think that credit repair is a big scam. It's gotten a bad name, and it's bad because this service is really valuable to somebody who's on the bus, don't have a vehicle, is riding the public transit. Now can go buy a car and just drive to wherever they got to go. You know how much time that saves them, or how much going to pick up their kid. So if you got to take your little kid to school and get on the bus and go to school and wait for the bus, that's you're losing time, and time is valuable. So let's help people improve their quality of life. That's what we do at One Dream Consultants. We help people improve the quality of their life. If this is something that you want to do as a salesperson or as an appointment setter, then feel free to stay in our program. But if you don't like helping people and if you're not comfortable talking to people, this might be the job for you. So I ask people, hey, just show up with a good attitude, a nice clean environment, and have your, ready to help people, because this is what we do. And if talking on the phone is hard, then this might not be the job. But I'm looking for people who can talk and who got a good attitude and want to help people and see people better their lives. This is the job for you, and it's real easy. So if you can handle that, stay tuned for more training.